Chris Helmsworth has done what no other MCU superhero lead has been able to do, and that's lead a franchise or series past the trilogy stage, which has now come with Thor Love and Thunder. But that now gains a lot of potential talks and speculation about what could happen with Thor 5. Salutations and fist bumps, folks. Welcome back to the grid. So, when exactly could we expect a potential release date for Thor 5? As of right now, according to all of the things that I've read so far, there have not been any confirmed release dates or release talks about a Thor 5. But if it were to happen, it would possibly be a late addition to the already slated roster of movies, which would possibly put it in a late 2026 release or early 2027. Add to this that Variety.com has an excerpt from the Thor Love and Thunder official movie book, which I believe is an early copy because right now the book is on pre-order. But in the excerpt, Taika Waititi comments on what he would want to have happen with the Thor franchise, specifically saying, and I quote, "What's left for him to do? It's got to be something that feels like he's carrying on the evolution of the character, but still in a very fun way, and still giving him things to come up against that feel like they're building on obstacles that have come from before." Which then brought up the question for me, has there been a rumored trailer? And as of right now, in terms of things that I've read and seen, no, there have not been any rumored trailers in the near future as of yet. However, in the MCU's history, every single project has always had its trailer drop right around the time of the 5 to 6 month mark before the actual project releases. Adding to all of these questions that have come up so far, who would be the villain for Thor 5? And for me, that would definitely be a good slating for Hercules, specifically because in Thor Love and Thunder, we already saw that he's established inside of the MCU, and based on the reports from Cinema Blend and Fandom Wire, Taika Waititi is also looking, if there is to be a Thor 5, he is looking to have a villain that is stronger than Hela. There are reports that have been said that the potential title for the Thor 5 movie or the Thor 5 installment inside of the MCU would potentially be Thor Battle of the Gods, which then makes Hercules a perfect fit. And of course, we couldn't go a video like this without talking about who the potential cast of Thor 5 would actually be. So in my opinion, the Thor 5 cast would probably look like, without any additions, Chris Helmsworth as Thor, India Helmsworth as Love, Jamie Alexander as Sif, Brett Goldstein as Hercules, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, and Taika Waititi as Korg. Now, there are a bunch of different ways that Thor 5 could go in terms of the plot direction, because it's still in the air and hasn't even been directed in terms of writing yet. But if I were to guess, I would potentially place Thor and Love inside of a situation where they're helping other people, because we've seen them do that in the ending of Thor Love and Thunder, and they're going around helping the innocent that cannot help themselves, and around those adventures they come across or come up against Hercules. And as we look forward into what could be happening inside of the MCU's Phase 5, it is starting to become really confusing to understand where all of the intricate parts and details now come from. So the next thing that you probably want to do is refresh your memory on what's going on, and I made a perfect video about that right here. So go ahead and click that, and I'll see you over there. Blurred out.